Good morning. Welcome to CATEX TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. Today is Tuesday, January 3rd, 2017. If you want to follow us on Twitter, please go to CATEX TV. 5 people were killed in the southern United States last night as a severe and powerful storm system moved through the south. It's now over the mid-Atlantic states and is expected to begin hitting New Jersey and the New York and southern New England area later today with drenching rain. The line of severe thunderstorms spawned several possible tornadoes in Alabama, southwest Georgia, and the Florida Panhandle. Indonesian police on Tuesday arrested the captain of a ferry which saw a fire on board on Sunday that killed 23 people. Evidence gathered is going to be referred to prosecutors for charges of negligence in operating an unseaworthy vessel. Among the allegations are that the ferry carried too few life jackets. Indonesia's search and rescue agency said that 224 people were rescued from the ferry. The fire began in the engine room shortly after the vessel left Jakarta for a nearby island, which is popular with tourists for its beaches. A 17-hour uprising at a prison in Brazil claimed the lives of at least 56 prisoners over the weekend. Bodies were thrown over the wall of the complex, and at least 6 prisoners were decapitated. The revolt started Sunday afternoon as part of a rivalry between criminal gangs at the Anísio Jobim prison complex in the city of Manaus, Brazil. Britain's main stock index reached a record high earlier today as a survey showed manufacturers gaining business from the slide in the value of the pound. The value of the pound has dipped precipitously since the June vote to leave the European Union. In early afternoon trading, the FTSE 100 index was up 0.4% to 7,174. The problem is that the FTSE has been reflecting the decrease in the value of the pound, which is making the price of British exports cheaper. Of course, it's also making the price of British imports more expensive, which is leading to inflation fears. The British economy is expected to begin to falter later this year as the Brexit plan begins to become revealed and then finally begins to become implemented. Major airports across the United States yesterday afternoon saw long lines, packed waiting areas, and grumbling passengers as a nationwide computer system crash at the Customs and Border Protection Agency caused extended delays right as the holiday season was drawing to a close. The Associated Press reported that a processing system outage was to blame for the delay. The incident began at about 5 p.m. Eastern Time. It was not resolved for about 4 hours. However, customs entry delays were as long as 6 hours in many airports across the United States. The energy-rich Central Asian nation of Turkmenistan has suspended shipments of natural gas to Iran. It says that Iran has not paid for any deliveries since 2013. The Turkmenistan Foreign Ministry said that Iran's failure to make payments in a timely fashion has hindered Turkmenistan's ability to operate its gas transportation infrastructure. Turkmenistan now is left with China as its sole customer. Insurers at Lloyd's of London look set to pay out the market's biggest ever single personal accident insurance claim following the death of Star Wars actress Carrie Fisher. Sources are saying that the Disney company had taken out a $50 million so-called contract protection cover as insurance in the event that Fisher was unable to fulfill her obligations to act in the new Star Wars films. The policy, of course, is now likely set to trigger. It was underwritten by specialist New Jersey-based managing general agent Exceptional Risk Advisors, but it was wholly underwritten by syndicates at Lloyd's. Sources said the claim would likely be spread within the Lloyd's personal accident market with more than 20 carriers on the binder. Fisher, of course, died on December 27th. She rose to prominence in the late 1970s in the first Star Wars film. She was slated to have a major role in Episode 9, which is expected to begin being filmed later this year. It's not clear yet how Disney is going to handle her death. That's the news for today. It is the 3rd of January, which means in 17 days Donald Trump will be inaugurated President of the United States. The Republican Congress is going to be sworn in today. Many things are going on here politically. Thank you for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.